Fighting first out of the red corner, representing the world. He comes to us from the Thailand Elite Cavalry Border Service. He weighed in at 139 pounds. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. Please welcome Cabinet Narirock. Narirock. And now fighting out of the blue corner, representing the USA. He is the captain of Team USA. He also weighed in at 139 pounds. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. Please welcome the captain, Hellfire, Jose Quesada. Quesada.
Well, those are our two fighters for the first bout of this evening. Quesada is a young man that's always wanted to become a Marine. His dream was to become a Marine. His mother brought him up. Finally fulfilled his dream. And here he is in the first bout of a great boxing show. As we said earlier, these rounds are 90-second rounds, Danny. These guys come out firing punches from round 1 to round 3.
Exactly, Ruben. During the last event, they averaged like 90 punches per round between them. So you're going to see a lot of fast action, a lot of exciting action. These people are going to stay very busy.
As you can see that Jose Quesada is putting more pressure on Cabinet.
When the Narirock looked like he's just holding back a little bit, maybe he's just filling Quesada out a little bit, maybe waiting for the later rounds and so forth. He did say, though, that he's never been challenged by any of the Americans that he's trained with, so it's going to be kind of personal here in a little bit.
Well, I'll tell you something right now. I'm part Indian. I know war talk when I hear it, so when he talks like that, I think he's ready to war. Both fighters are in great shape, of course, as we talked about in the open. Quesada's slipping punches from Narirock. I noticed that most of the fighters, that was a good right hand by Quesada. Notice that most of the fighters go to the top. Not many work to the body. I don't know if it's because they're 90-second rounds, but this round's already over, so I guess the first round goes to the cards at 10-9. 10 points to the winner, 9 points to the loser of the round. That's in round 1.
Exactly. I think Quesada was a little busier than Narirock at that particular time. Once again, you only get a point if you knock the person.
And you can win the fight is by the knockdowns. I think that's a great method of scoring fight. Young man that he's a specialist in nuclear, biological, chemical warfare. Now, we need him right now.
Exactly. He also grew up in the South Bronx. He's a tough kid. He doesn't quit. He's an ex-Marine, or not an ex-Marine, but former Marine. You're never an ex-Marine. You know, once a Marine, always a Marine, just like me. But he'll never quit. He's going to be there at the end of this fight.
Well, he's working to the body well. He's got Narirock in trouble. It appeared that he was in trouble, but Narirock come back with some punches, an uppercut and a left hook of his own. Answered some shots of Quesada.
Well, Narirock's in fantastic shape. This is the first time I've seen any of the Thai fighters in this type of competition. Generally, we see them in the multi kickboxing type, and he is trained in multi.
Narirock just got one with a low blow. I don't think that was low. I hit him on the thigh. That was way down south of the border. That was a good body shot from Narirock. See, that's the important thing about boxing. When you're getting in the ring toward the later rounds, Danny, you know how important it is to work with the body. It was a great right hand by Quesada. There, Narirock is going back down south of the border.
Quesada looks like he's in a little trouble. He's wearing down a little bit.
Oh, some good body shots. That's the end of the round, round 2. Now that round definitely had to be been won by Narirock.
The second round, third round, he come out and he was like a tiger. He won the bout. So let's see what happens here.
Well, this is the third and final round of the first bout. Narirock in the darker camouflage pants and Jose Quesada in the lighter. USA will be in the blue gloves, and the world team in the red gloves. And Quesada's taking some shots now, Danny.
Yeah, he's in a little trouble. He's going to get a standing 8 if he doesn't come back, with some shots here pretty soon.
Oh, there's another right hand to the body, and another right hand to the body. This Narirock is fairly...
Nice left by Quesada, though.
Yeah, he did. He
came back. Fight. His body's hurt.
You've got to give both fighters that puncher's chance, because they're tough as nails, and there's no quitting.
No quitting.
Oh, a good left hook by Quesada. The mouthpiece flies out of Quesada's mouth. There's a timeout. That can only help Quesada. If he can catch a second wind, he could maybe do something here.
Well, there's no question about the pride, like you mentioned, especially about the Marines. Quesada being a U.S. Marine, there's no question about the pride. And I'm sure it's the same here with Narirock, being a Thai military specialist.
Narirock is still working to that body. Oh, a right hand. Right on the button of Quesada. Oh, my word. That was a great right hand. And he gets up. Another knockdown. So there's 2 knockdowns. That's the end of the round. And the end of the fight.
It's a good fight. I think Narirock come back in the end. I think he took that one. Well, definitely he took it because he had the clean knockdown.
Well, that was a great right hand that he showed. I want you to see this, Danny. This was right on the button. Quesada threw a couple of shots and just walked over.
Ladies and gentlemen, in our first fight of the evening, your winner fighting out of the red corner, Cameron